Alright, so starting my journey to California at a racetrack. I was here to pick up this trailer that is behind me. I bought it from one of my friends. It's not going to get me in trouble with DOT, so all I have to do is head to California now. Hopefully I don't have any issues. I'm really, driving that far. It's like 1,300 miles each way. That's a long trip, so hopefully everything goes smoothly and get the cars and then come home and then go to Texas. So we'll see what happens. Just getting into Utah out of Colorado. I've been driving, I don't know, like 5-6 hours, and the thing is like driving me crazy. Look what we got here. We got the new Lamborghini. So I'm at a Love's, just filled up. I have, looks like 10 hours, almost, actually 11 hours, not 10 hours. And, 675 miles left. So almost halfway there. And I'm kind of in like the desert. I think I'm in Utah. The trailer and the truck are doing very well so far. So, I mean, I just need to hopefully not have any issues. I haven't heard anything back from the guy with the Mustang, so I'm pretty sure that he ended up selling it. But I did talk to the guy with the RX-7, so that's in San Francisco, and so is the that SR20 VVL. So I'll pick both of those up at the same time. And if it happens to be that I get the Mustang too, then I'll pick that up as well. But if not, I'll probably find another 240 and put that SR20 in it. I also had to buy one of these in the gas station. I always forget the charger, and my phone's almost dead and I need directions, so had to buy another one.
The one my heart has gone to mean I want to wait. Mean I want to wait. Tico, 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 tap. Tico, tick. Oh, tico, 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 tap. Tico, tick. Oh, tico, 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 tap. Tico, tick. Oh, tico, tico, tap. This tico, tico, he's a cuckoo in my car.
Clean your bag.
It's 7 o'clock a.m. and I just made it into Cali. So now I think I have to go through the little like checkpoint thing, then down the hill. So right now I'm going up the hill. Looks like a semi flipped over up here. Peeled or open. Look, they're just holding up the traffic. Look at this line. I'm glad it's not on this side. I'd be super not pumped about this situation. Look at that blue WRX. Yeah, look at this traffic. Ooh. I'm glad it's on the other side. Hopefully I don't run into anything like that on this side, because that would suck. Ripping through the mountain passes, and it is getting kind of foggy. I don't know, yeah, I mean, look at all that fog. Actually, it's all the vape in California. This is what happens when you overly vape. I didn't factor in the San Francisco traffic, like all the traffic going to San Francisco. I'm not going to San Francisco, I'm going to like a suburb outside of it, but all this traffic is going with me. So I might stop, maybe take a nap, and miss all the rush hour traffic, because, you know, that would be a lot better than actually having to drive this crap. So I think I'm making all these hippies like air mad of finding like certain ones and brake boosted on them, and rolling some cold, and they're getting like super sad and like speeding off. So I'm gonna try to get one when I do it. So I pretty much just like hung out for, I don't know, like an hour, and now there's like no traffic, so everybody's at work, and I'm cruising over to get the engine and then to go look at the RX-7. Well, I guess I'm going over a bridge. There's the bay. Okay, so just picked up the engine from my friend Tony, and I'm gonna go get that FD now. Well, I want to look at it first, and then most likely what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get it. I was kind of worried because I didn't think the kid or guy or whatever was gonna message me back. I like messaged him when I was driving in, and I didn't hear a response, and then like I tried to call and then went right to voicemail. I was like, oh no, because the guy with the Mustang flaked. So I was like, oh well, I brought a trailer for no reason, and he called me back, so that's tight. So now I'm gonna go look at it. Okay, kind of got myself into like a situation. So the car is over there, and there's nowhere to park, and it's too tight to actually get this trailer into the their driveway, and there's so much traffic going by, there would be no way to like back it in. So I parked at this gas station, so somehow we're gonna have to like maybe tow strap it. So there she is right there, all under a tree and sad. This dude has a DeLorean too. Look at that thing. DeLorean. How's that pass emissions? Look at that. Smoking. It's not even cold. I've been waiting here for quite a while. I have to wait here till 7. The guy supposedly has a safety deposit box for the RX-7 title at the bank, so who knows what's going on, but hopefully I end up getting a car, because I haven't got anything yet. And you know, it's not a wasted trip because I got that engine, but I was definitely expecting to come home with 2 cars. The first one, you know, was really disappointing. That Mustang, it was a 5-liter 6-speed GT, like really nice. It was a 16, and you know, I was disappointed. The guy was like, oh, there's some hairline cracks on the block or something, because it got hit. It was some kid. So he's like, I just decided to sell it back to the insurance. I was like, dude, you didn't even like ask me. So that was disappointing, because I could have fixed that really easily. It was like barely hit, just got in the condenser and the radiator, the front bumper, barely tapped the hood and the core support. But you know, what can you do? So now the RX-7's having some issues. Hopefully I get it, because I don't want to really waste a trip. I've also found a V70R, so if I don't get either one of those, I'll probably end up getting a V70R. So you know, we'll see what happens. Okay, so I have an empty trailer. Unfortunately, I didn't get the FD, just because the more I looked at it, the guy wanted 11 grand. The more I looked at it, the more work I saw, and you know, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace. I found another one in LA. I talked to Adele, and he was like, oh yeah, come down. So you know, I'm gonna go down to LA, hang out with Adele, and then tomorrow maybe get this FD. So we'll see what happens. 6-0, Adele.
That's sick. 100%.
So Adele let me stay the night at his shop, and now I'm going to pick up the RX-7. So you gotta get a diesel now. But I've been having fun with this thing, with you know, going to Pills, all the droning, because Cali has all the emissions. The jet warming up. All right, so I just loaded up the FD. I took the little front lip off just so the straps wouldn't be beating up against it the whole time. And hopefully where it's at is good. And I have enough tongue weight. This is a long trailer, so I kind of wanted it to be on the wheels. The car is pretty light though, so I'm gonna start heading towards Tucson, and then you know, maybe get a shower in today, because I'm feeling kind of grimy, but I'm also thirsty, so I'm closing my truck, so I need to find a gas station first. So it looks like I am stuck in LA traffic. You have to have it once in your life, just once, hopefully just once. But got the FD back there, if you can see it, maybe. And hopefully I'll be in Tucson, and you know, it says like midnight. It's always midnight. I'm just driving every day. I think I've literally gotten 2 miles in like an hour. This traffic stuff is, you know, it wouldn't be too bad if I was just like driving my truck, but I'm trailering an F. All right, so I didn't think anything of it, but Adele was telling me, because he has a diesel Volkswagen, that it's hard to find diesel in LA. And I was almost out of gas. I was on fumes, and I'm feeding the beast. So yeah, now I should have enough fuel. I was like kind of getting like sketched out, because I went on like 3 exits and they had no diesel, and I was like, I'm gonna run out of gas. But I'm glad I found this place, getting some diesel. I'm probably gonna grab some food, and then you know, a lot of traffic. So I think once I eat some food, traffic will probably hopefully die down a little bit, and then off to Tucson it is. Now I understand why California has all this smog. All these fans, look at them all. They're on, just left on. This Miata is checking out the FD. All right, so I'm just rolling into Tucson. It's like almost 4 in the morning. I left LA, ran into a lot of traffic, and you know, I left pretty late. It was like, I think 3 to 4 p.m. After I picked the RX-7. Took me a little bit to strap it in and get that all situated. And then once I got on the road, you know, it was LA traffic, so I didn't get out of LA, I think, until like 6 or 7 p.m. So it was quite a while in traffic. It might have even been like 8, almost 9. And then, you know, now it's 3:25. I should be there like just at 4, and you know, hopefully I can get a shower and some sleep. All right, so I decided to get some gas before actually going a little bit, like going any further and running out of gas. So just left Sarah's, and I'm glad she let me spend the night, take a shower. I was getting pretty grimy after like 3 days of continuous driving, and like sleeping in the back of my truck for like 30 minutes and waiting around. And so thanks, Sarah. And now I think I should be getting home like 3 p.m., 2 to 3 p.m. I'm leaving early just because of how hot it gets here. So yesterday it was like 100. Today I think it's a little bit over 100. By the time I get to New Mexico looked like it was going to be like 50. And Raton looks like it's raining and cold, so it'll be a lot easier on the truck. Death Valley was kind of, it wasn't hot, but I mean, the air was just like stagnant and warm. So after driving through traffic all day, and then driving through that, just like my tranny, like the tranny tunnel was just resonating heat. So it was really awesome that she let me stay. Especially I got a few like good hours of sleep in, and I should be able to go home and pull the RX-7 off the trailer and look it over, take it for a few like drives, register it, and yeah, go from there. I'm actually pretty excited that I got it. Look at that sun coming up in New Mexico. Coming up, peeking its head right over the horizon. Look at that. Look at that sun. All right, so I'm just getting into Raton, about to go up the pass, and it's 1 o'clock, so I have another like 100 miles to go to Pueblo. And you know, it's been quite a trip, and the truck so far has been doing good. And you know, I'm glad I did all the maintenance I did on it, just because the fact that if I did, it probably would have had some issues with the coolant bottle and everything. And like, I've done like 4,000 miles in the past like 4 or 5 days, so that's quite a bit of drive. So I'm unloading the FD. I wish this is what I was looking for at Sarah's, because I want to take it to that track day, but then, you know, it's such a pain to unload unless you find like a kind of like a dip that makes it really easy. Okay, so I have the RX-7 off the trailer. In California, I pulled the lip off just so when the straps were on it, they wouldn't like smash them. So now I'm going to throw them back on just because it looks weird without them. It looks super high. Okay, so I put the lip on and it makes the car look so much better. Makes it not look so high in the front. And now I'm going to probably go take it for a little drive. Man, she purrs like a kid. So it has like a Racing Beat exhaust, tank flex coilovers with the EDFC, Power FC, NK RPF ones, and you know, it has quite a few nice parts. I think that's a titanium shift knob, which is pretty cool. It has the boost controller, the like, I think that's the old style maybe. I like this carbon fiber hood. It's faded, so what I was probably gonna do is just scuff it and shoot it in some new clear. And there's a few little dings and dents, so I might talk to like the body shop guy and see if he could do like some paintless dent repair on it. And the front bumper definitely needs a little respray. But overall, the car is like really clean. So yeah, I mean, it definitely moves for. You know, I've never driven a turbo rotary before. I've always driven like NA ones, and this is definitely a different feeling. Let's just say that. Okay, so I've never really been like a huge FD like fangirl, but I mean, that's what y'all are if you fangirl over FDs. But you know, after buying this car, pulling off the trailer, putting the lip on, kind of cleaning some of the random stuff the guy had like laying around in the car just to kind of clean it up. For one, you know, it's almost it's just so dope. Look at this thing. Just like look at it. So this car originally in '95 was almost $40,000. So it is a twin turbo. It was a twin turbo 5-speed, but now it's a single turbo 5-speed, and it has a factory LSD. I think the wing and everything's added. Those are all 99 spec stuff. But yeah, those RPF ones, just like other than random little things that need to be cleaned up, like wiring, I guess I'm pretty pleased with my purchase. I mean, it was definitely a long drive. I'm more excited that I got this that's already running and driving. I was gonna pay $11,000 for a non-running one that had like a wiring issue, and then I got there and it had more than just wiring issues. The title was signed wrong. I don't know. It was just kind of just like a car that like was beat, and it had like a cage. It was kind of like the Supra. It had like the body was cleaner. It had like a cage, kind of like janky, like it was all janky and welded in there, kind of weird. So the guy kind of made me wait. He was supposed to have everything ready, and then I ended up nothing was ready, and he had to go get a title from like the safety deposit box, and that took like 5 hours. And in the meantime, I was like, so how me and Trevor work is we like actively search in like areas and close by areas that we're around, and to try to find deals and stuff that we need. And so I was like, well, maybe I'll search, because I wanted to go down to LA to see Adele and hang out with Adele a little bit. And so what happened was I searched LA Facebook Marketplace. This was on there. I offered the guy 18. Well, I offered him 15. He's like, no. I was like, how about 18? He's like, yeah, 18 will be fine. So if you were wondering what I paid $18,000 for this beautiful example of an FD that's a really low, I think it's a low number FD. I think the VIN on it is this, like, I think it's the 63rd production in 95. So if that's the case, that's actually really, like, I got a really good deal on it. So that makes me more pleased, because that means the car is worth more than I paid for it, just because it's such a low production number. Plus it's a factory turbo 5-speed. It's not a hardtop, it has a sunroof, but I can live with it. And I just like how it's put together. The wheels, the aero, you can't go wrong with RPF1 still. I mean, they made those wheels like 10 years ago, or maybe a little bit longer, and you just can't go wrong with RPF1s. So silver RPF1s look great on everything. But yeah, I'm actually pretty excited that I got this thing. Another thing I got that I didn't really show anybody yet is I bought for my friend. He was kind of in a money situation, and he was in San Francisco, so he had a fully built SR20 VVL, the newer head. So it has quite a bit of parts in it. It has piston rods, you know, the works, plus the VVL head, so you're not going to worry about throwing rockers. It's like an SR20 that has VTEC, so I bought that off of him. I already had a turbo manifold. I'm pretty sure it's a full race manifold. I have a Garrett turbocharger, ball bearing turbocharger, but I may end up actually getting a EFR and using the EFR on it instead of the Garrett, and just sell the Garrett, because the Garrett is, I think it has like a couple thousand miles on it, so it's not even broken in. But maybe I could use the Garrett on here, maybe I could sell it. I don't know, people don't like paying anything for parts, so I might just end up keeping it and just put it on something sooner or later. And I'm not exactly sure what this turbo is. It's like a Greddy turbo or something, but it has a Greddy intercooler kit, Greddy turbo, tank coilovers. It actually has like the parts on it are very legit. So it's actually in my wheelhouse. And then when I was searching through the trunk, I didn't even like look in the trunk when I bought it. And if you know me, you know I hate pop-ups. And these were in the trunk. So if anybody knows of like new lenses, where I can get new lenses from, I definitely want to put these in the car, because I don't like pop-ups. And you know, this would be awesome. So you can see this one is kind of like, it looks like it's been thrown around. I probably could polish it out, but if I could just get new lenses, just hit me in the DMs or in the community, and we can go from there. So thanks for watching. This was just like the beginning. So I'm gonna register this thing, and the FD is going to be the new daily, other than the truck. So I'll probably drive it around quite a bit. You know, my truck definitely worked hard. This whole, like, going to California and everything, I almost put, it was like a little bit under 5,000 miles on it in like 5 days. So like 1,000 miles a day. And, you know, it definitely needs a rest. So tomorrow I'm probably going to register the FD, put insurance on it, and just, you know, drive it places where I'm not gonna have to worry about it getting stolen. And then, I don't know, if I need to, I'll drive my truck. But other than that, I kind of want to give my truck like a little rest. Just, it doesn't really need it, but I mean, just peace of mind for me. My truck worked hard. I think it can have a little break time. So it did a really good job. It didn't break down, which, you know, I expected that, because it's all deleted, and I don't use like crappy parts, but I'm definitely happy that it did its job. So you can't go wrong with a deleted 6-liter. Look at that bad boy. Okay, so I just pulled the valve cover out because the engine's like in a bag in the back of my truck, so I still need to like pull it out, but it takes like 2 people to do. So here's the valve cover. So it's a Neo VVL, the like newer style, not the older style. And so SR20, Neo, S13 bottom end, and then the Neo VVL head and all the stuff to convert it. So, and it's all like WPC treated and all kinds of crazy stuff. My friend really gets meticulous, kind of like me. when he builds engines. But he shop build it. But it definitely has all the parts that are there to make big power. So I'll have an SR in my, this is gonna go in my blue coupe. That's the decision. I'm gonna put an SR in it, and you know, it'll be the Neo VVL. I'll have a Borgwarn EFR turbo on that manifold I already have. The manifold like worked very well. And yeah, it'll be a brand new engine, 0 miles. I'll adapt, I'll have to get another 370Z transmission and put that in there. But yeah, that was definitely a good, I think that's the end of this video. I mean, I did a lot of driving. I did some time lapses and stuff. So subscribe if you're not subscribed. There's gonna be like some stuff with the FD. Look on my channel of all my other projects. I definitely have quite a few. So if you don't like FDs or 240s, I have VR4, 240Z, you know, just check out the channel, subscribe, comment below, click that bell so you get notifications when I post new videos. And thanks for watching. See you next time.